face our daily challenges, much like the changing seasons, we must fortify ourselves against the obstacles that come our way. So today we're arming our immune systems with a sun-kissed symphony of goodness, drawing inspiration from Plascon's vibrant spring Savannah color palette. What are we making today, Tumi? Because this all looks vibrant.
You mentioned it already. We are about boosting our immunity, and what we're going to be making today is an orange turmeric immunity booster smoothie. And basically, it's got all these benefits inside of it that help boost immunity at this time of the year. It helps us basically give our body the tools it needs to fight, you know, and that's very important, especially in this day.
I find with the changing of seasons, like where we're in right now, the transition from like winter or autumn rather to spring, that's when our immune systems are down, and that's when we get really sick. And I'm seeing lots of probiotics here, lots of anti-inflammatory ingredients, lots of ingredients that I personally grew up with my mom in the kitchen. So I'm really excited for you to tell me more about that now. One thing I have to say is that I would never have thought to combine carrots with turmeric.
I love that you mentioned that, because turmeric on its own has so many benefits, so many anti-inflammatory benefits, but carrots on their own also are great for balancing your blood sugar. And people don't understand this, and by balancing your blood sugar, we mean, have you ever noticed when you eat something and then an hour later you're immediately hungry again? It's because your blood sugar is not balanced, it's not regulated correctly, and carrots help in doing that. So try and add as much as much carrots into your diet, because it actually helps you with that. And you touched on the turmeric. Turmeric is like I
love turmeric.
You know, a gift from the gods for our immunity.
You know, turmeric is also, aside from being an incredible anti-inflammatory, I almost use turmeric in all of my dishes. I grew up with that, with my mom using turmeric everywhere. But it is also a traditional medicine. Did you know that?
I've heard of this. I've heard of this, and I've done some research myself, and I'm loving the fact that it's a natural medicine that you can include into your diet on a daily.
So I'm also noticing that you don't peel the turmeric. You're putting the whole thing in.
I'm putting the whole thing in, because another thing that people forget is that whenever we cook, we always have this idea that everything has to be peeled, and we forget that there's so many nutrients in the skin of what we're eating. And it's a smoothie. It really won't do much to you. You blend it up, you can literally just swallow it with the rest of the ingredients. So you don't have to worry about what it's going to do to the taste of the food. We've added our carrots, and we've also added the turmeric that we love so much. And just to obviously have a liquid to help everything come together, we're just adding a bit of orange, which we all know, orange juice, vitamin C.
Iron vitamins, absolutely.
And we were talking about those probiotics.
Yes, probiotics. What is that?
So we're using some coconut kefir. You could use, you could even use Greek yogurt in this instance. You could use just normal dairy-based kefir. And this helps with those probiotics in your system.
Very good for gut health.
Very good for gut health. And people don't understand that. People always talk about irritable bowel syndrome, things like that. And probiotics are a great way to balance the flora in your gut and just basically help you make sure that you've got the good bacteria in your gut. And just for a touch of sweetness, we're going with some maple syrup. If you want to keep it natural and no additional sweetness, it's fine. But you could also add some honey in there, but I try and avoid the sugar. Either honey or some maple syrup is better. So
I see that you are drawing inspiration from the Plascon Savannah palette. I love when we are able to bring the outdoor indoor, and I'm absolutely loving the colors here, from the fresh turmeric to the spiced turmeric to the oats to the cinnamon, which is also good for blood sugar as well, to the ice. I mean, this looks so beautiful.
It does, right? And what I'm going to do is, normally I would have frozen my banana and want to add it into this, but if you've not had the time to do that, you're more than welcome to just add the banana as it is, and just a bit more ice to give it that thickness and to also make it nice and cool. Because a smoothie is meant to chill you and give you, be nice and cool for you. You don't want a warm room temperature smoothie.
No, I actually love my bananas. I tend to overbuy when it comes to bananas, and I love that I can freeze them and then use them again in smoothies. I saw this little hack on social media as well with turmeric. You know, where you cut your turmeric up and then you can also put them into those ice trays and freeze them, which is great. Yeah, that's a great idea as well, because you still get the nutrients from it, but it's also been processed in a way that is easily usable. So I'm just going to quickly... Yes, I want to see those colors change. So now I've blended it together without adding the oats, because I think the oats also helps with thickening, binding it all together. So I'm going to add that at the end. Makes it crunchy as well. Exactly, a bit of texture in there. And that's your smoothie, Z. Immunity boosted, tastes delicious. One last split.
And look at the color of the desert in a jar.
Love that, bringing the outdoor in. So to get your hands on this delicious recipe, all you have to do is head on over to afternoonexpress.co.za. And remember that Plascon are giving you the opportunity to claim your share of 10 million rands worth of prizes. To enter, simply spend 1,500 rand or more on Plascon products, upload your till slip to plasconrewards.com, follow the easy steps and choose from 5 amazing voucher options. You'll be automatically entered into their fortnight draw where you could win one of 7 inverters valued at 10,000 rand each. The competition closes on Saturday the 30th of September and T's and C's can be found on plascon.co.za.
When the cracks start to show, our strength and resilience is legendary. Micatex, strong enough to endure anything.